I got less than an hour to make something good for dinner, so I'm gonna make chicken teriyaki. So teriyaki sauce, really easy. Soy sauce, mirin, which is a sweet cooking seasoning, Japanese sweet cooking seasoning, brown sugar, ginger. I don't have fresh ginger, so I'm using powdered ginger. And it calls for sake, but a lot of people don't have sake in their pantry, and neither do I. So I'm taking some rice vinegar and cutting it with just a touch of water. That'll give it the acidity it needs. And some garlic. So I'm just gonna take a couple of cloves. All right, 3 cloves of garlic. Now Olivia, my oldest, is at gymnastics. My other daughter had her ABA therapist come, so I don't have time for dinner today. So this is nice, quick, and everybody enjoys it. Cut the ends off the garlic, put everything in for the sauce. Now I have 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. You could use a 1/4 cup, 2 tablespoons, depending how sweet you want it. So soy sauce, 1/3 of a cup, 3 tablespoons brown sugar, 1/4 cup mirin, 1/4 cup of my rice vinegar, 3 tablespoons rice vinegar, and a tablespoon of water. My ginger, teaspoon. I'm gonna grab my microplane. Where's my microplane? Okay. I don't know why it's in there. Oh, I know why it's in there. I think my mother was here yesterday. Tries to help putting the dishes away, but she puts a lot of things in the wrong spot. But it's fine. She's helping. No big deal. We'll grate in my my garlic. The microplane gets it nice and fine, so when we cook the chicken, the garlic will cook. We don't want raw garlic in the chicken teriyaki. That's good. And that is our teriyaki sauce. Set that aside. So I'll get the rice going. That's going to take about a half hour. I know there's all different methods to cut rice. Excuse me. I know there's all different methods to cook rice. This is how I do it. Grab a cup, cook 1 cup of rice, put that in. And the most important step, you have to rinse the rice. Rinse all the starch, rinse anything off it. Just rinse it under cold water a few times until it's not cloudy. This way when the rice is cooked, it won't stick together and clump up. All right, rice rinsed. Use my measuring spoon. And do a touch less than 2 cups. I want to season it before it starts cooking. A little bit of salt. And then let this come to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, we'll cover it, let it simmer 20 minutes about. Turn off the heat and let it sit uncovered for about 10 minutes. That's my method for cooking rice. Usually works out. While that's going, prepare a chicken breast. I have boneless, skinless chicken breast. I'm gonna cut this into cubes. So I'm cooking a little more than I would usually. I have 4 large chicken breasts, but anything left over is good. I'll use it for my wife's lunch. I'll use it for my son's lunch tomorrow. Maybe if there's leftover, I could eat some. But it's always good to have some left over. I would always rather have more than less. And I'm gonna put it in a bowl, season it, let it hang out until we're ready to cook it. Check on our rice, it's boiling. So I'm gonna turn the heat off this, put it on a smaller burner in the back on low, put a lid on it. I'll cook a vegetable too, probably broccoli, and my kids really like broccoli. So that's a good size for the chicken. This way everything cooks relatively even. And this is gonna come together quickly. So once everything's cooked, put the sauce in, we could eat, which is perfect for a day like today. Like, especially when my daughter gets out of gymnastics, she wants to eat like right away. So if it's not ready, then she's gonna get a little attitude, and I don't wanna have to deal with that. I've also seasoned the chicken breast whole like this, did it in the oven, but doing it right in the pan, get a little color on the chicken, gets better flavor. And then you have to reduce the sauce anyway, so everything's just done in one pan. It's a little bit easier. Chicken's cut, give my hands a quick wash, and wash my knife and board. And I'm gonna leave the chicken sitting at room temperature. Let it come to temperature. When I'm ready to cook it, this way it'll cook faster. Do not over salt the chicken because there's a lot of sauce. Lightly salt the chicken because this can become over salty, and if it's over salted, you're kind of screwed. You could always add salt, can't take away. Pepper. This is optional. I like it. Some people don't like it. MSG. If you want to get close to takeout flavor on any Asian dish, you got to use MSG. Because I promise you, at an Asian restaurant, they're using MSG. Finally, cornstarch. That's gonna help the chicken get a crust, help it from sticking to the pan. Also, it'll help the sauce thicken after the chicken's cooked in the pan when we add the sauce. What are you guys doing? This is what these two do, waiting for dinner. So after my rice simmered, I let it sit with the cover on for about 10 minutes. And now I'm just gonna take a fork, fluff it up. The rice is ready, it's perfectly cooked. I'll set that aside and I could go ahead and cook my chicken. Add your oil to a pan and make sure it gets hot to the point where the oil begins to smoke. At that point, you could add the chicken. Don't crowd the pan. I'm gonna do this in 2 batches. Don't play around with the chicken too much because we're trying to develop a golden crust like this. At this point, I just want to make sure I cook the chicken through, so I'm going to put a lid on the pan just for a couple of minutes. If you had the oven on, you could pop it in the oven for a few minutes. It's just easier to cook the chicken through at this point as opposed to putting it in the sauce while the sauce reduces, because if it takes too long to reduce, you're going to overcook the chicken. So at this point, we could add the sauce to the pan, and we want to let this come to a boil and reduce it by half. The goal here is to thicken it up. This way it coats the chicken. You do not want the sauce to be too thin. If the sauce is too thin, you want to thicken it up by adding a cornstarch slurry. And again, a cornstarch slurry is just cornstarch mixed with a little bit water. If you just throw in cornstarch, it's going to clump up and you're going to have a big mess. And this is the consistency that we're looking for. The sauce is not running, it's nice and thickened up, and it's going to coat the chicken. And that's it. This chicken teriyaki is ready to plate up. Put your rice down, which is going to be a perfect vessel to soak up all that sauce from the chicken. Don't waste your money on takeout. Make this chicken teriyaki that comes together probably quicker than it would take for you to order and pick up the takeout anyway. I made extra chicken for this dish thinking that there would be leftovers for my wife's lunch and maybe lunch for my son the next day, but all 3 of my kids wanted a second plate of this dish and there was nothing left over. I also have a great technique for making a New York strip steak that I think you'll really enjoy. Check out that video on the screen right here.